So for a while now, we've been speculating about a potential Nintendo Direct happening this month. In my last video, I highlighted a 4chan leak for a full Nintendo Direct happening on the 20th. This had actually correctly predicted something, so that's why I highlighted it. So this potential Nintendo Direct leak had Atelier Ryza 2 on it, or Atelier Ryza 2, that's how people have told me it's pronounced. Anyway, that was on the leak, and we found out shortly after that this game is being rated in Australia, so it does in fact exist. And this wasn't known about when the leak was posted, so it looks like it did predict that one correctly. So because it had correctly predicted something, I felt it was worth highlighting. However, Nate Drake, who has a much better track record than random 4chan posts, had this to say: "This is fake. It's very fake. It's so fake it wasn't even worth commenting on its fakeness." So I trust Nate Drake's word way more than the word of some random 4chan post, and I even said this in my last video. So I'm not really believing this one, I'll be straightforward about that. I don't actually think this one's legit, but credit where credit's due, it did in fact actually predict the Atelier Ryza 2 game getting a rating there. So yeah, it did actually predict something correctly, so I figured I'd highlight it here and at least let you guys be aware of it. So again, I only really highlighted it because it actually did predict something, but I don't think Ryza is going to be our next Smash character, and I don't think that 4chan leak is legit. And now for the main topic of this video, we may have a legitimate F-Zero leak on our hands here. And I know, an F-Zero leak, that's like a joke at this point, but let me explain. So in my last video, I was talking about this. Fans have discovered a private Mario 35th Anniversary Twitter account, and I went over what that was about. Basically, there's an account over on Twitter called @SuperMario35th, and this account was created back in March. The account is essentially inactive right now, but what people did was they attempted to sign into it, and when they got to the screen that tells them, to put in the correct password, that the password they put in is incorrect, it does show a bit of the email address associated with the account. The email address reads ML and then a bunch of stars, and is an @N a bunch of stars account, which might be an @Nintendo account. What makes people think that this @SuperMario35th account is actually from Nintendo, though, is that when you try to sign in to other official Nintendo accounts we know about, it gives you that same email. The @SplatoonJP account starts with the ML, then a bunch of stars, and an @N bunch of stars email, and so does the Smash Bros. JP account. We've had rumors for a while now about the 3D Mario games showing up on the Switch in possibly a collection or remastered or something like that. And we've had rumors of Mario 3D World getting a deluxe port to Switch and rumors of Mario Kart 9. So there's a lot of Mario rumors, and there's been an overall rumor of this all being a celebration of Mario's 35th anniversary. In fact, the rumors of a potential Nintendo Direct showing up soon, it could very well be that that Nintendo Direct is Mario 35th anniversary themed, and this Twitter account could be for that. Alright, so what does this have to do with a possible F-Zero leak? Well, another account has been found. Over on Twitter, @ShadowEdgy wrote F-Zero time and showed a screenshot of the @F-Zero-JP account, which was also created in March, the same time as the Super Mario 35th account. This account is also inactive. However, when you attempt to sign into it, it also has the ML and then a bunch of stars, @N a bunch of stars email address, just like the official Nintendo accounts have and the Super Mario 35th account has. At first, I assumed this was someone faking a leak by piggybacking off of what had happened with the Super Mario 35th Anniversary account. Someone probably just creating a fake F-Zero account and trying to pass it off as the same thing. However, this account was made back in March, again the same time as the Super Mario 35th account was made, so it looks like this one might actually be legitimate. For someone to have faked this, it would be like a long con, and I doubt that's what's going on here. Over on Twitter, @MysticDistance wrote, "It's real and was created by Nintendo, but it could be something as simple as securing the account handle on social media or being for some smaller scale project. What makes it significant is that they registered it in March, the same time the Super Mario 35th account was silently created. This may mean something, especially since no other accounts have been discovered except for the Mario and now F-Zero ones." And I totally agree with all of that. They might just be doing this to secure the account. However, we only have a Super Mario 35th account and an F-Zero account found so far, so yeah, this might actually mean we could be getting something F-Zero in the near future. The latest Spirit event actually does somewhat highlight F-Zero, so that's pretty cool. F-Zero has just been relegated to cameos in things like Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart for a long time now, so actually getting something F-Zero announced would be huge. I'd be very excited about that. On a side note, did you know F-Zero was actually cameoed in Super Mario RPG? Pretty cool. Also, the Blue Falcon has a 7 on it, so 7 theory lives on. Over on Twitter, at Alex Zims wrote, "Thought you might want to see this. The Super Mario 35th account removed the attached email, practically confirming they know. This is probably going to be Nintendo's worst kept secret." So it looks like that email address has been removed from the account, so I don't know if they changed the email or made it private or something like that, but yeah, it looks like Nintendo is probably aware of people finding this and have blocked it. I will say I don't condone attempting to sign into Twitter accounts you don't own, but yeah, it looks like that's what's happening with this one, and people may have discovered a Super Mario 35th account and an F-Zero JP account. And then finally, I just want to go back over something I talked about in my last video because people have been asking me about it a ton. It's basically a possible Geno leak. However, I really don't think that's what it is. There was a video on Paper Mario posted by GameStop of all places that said Geno was announced for Smash. They said people freaked out when Geno was announced for Smash as they were talking about the history of Paper Mario and how it relates back to Super Mario RPG. However, of course, Geno has never been announced for Smash. I'll leave a link in the description of this video if you want to go check it out. The part where they say people freaked out when Geno was announced for Smash is set around the 2-minute mark. This video is currently playing in GameStop stores right now, so people have spotted it actually in person at the stores being played. So some people are taking this as a leak for Geno. Personally, that's not what I think is going on, but basically the thought process would be that GameStop knows Geno's coming to Smash. They had already scripted out this video thinking he'd have already been announced by the time they posted it, and something happened with Nintendo where they say pushed a Nintendo Direct back. Let's say Geno's getting announced like next week, and GameStop thought that would have already happened, so they preemptively scripted, people freaked out when Geno was announced, put this video up, but it hasn't happened yet. That's the thought process for thinking this is an actual leak. However, to believe that, it means GameStop would have to know about the next character coming to Smash, and I actually doubt that's the case. What I think probably happened is this is just a mistake. Either somebody didn't research things correctly and just quickly like Google searched Geno Smash and saw a bunch of stuff and assumed, oh, Geno's in Smash. Or they were talking about like Geno's spirit, though that was never actually announced, it's just in the game. Or they meant when the Geno Mii costume was revealed, people freaked out, something like that, the Geno Mii costume for Smash 4, and they just used the wrong image. They used an image of Geno's spirit in editing, but meant to use the Geno Mii costume to mean people freaked out when that got announced. So I feel like just somewhere along the lines here, either in the scripting process or the editing process or the research process, something just got muddled up and is incorrect, and that's probably all that's happening with this one. However, of course, on the off chance that GameStop is aware Geno's coming to Smash and they just slipped up and released a video too early, thinking it had already happened or Nintendo's plans had changed or something, and they just gave away that Geno's coming to Smash, then obviously I'm super excited about that, but I really doubt that's what's happening with this one. And then one final thing, over on Twitter, at Nintendo America wrote, "The Mushroom Kingdom teams up with 2 classic games for even more fun. The Monopoly Super Mario Celebration Edition and Jenga Super Mario will be available 8/1. And that's pretty cool. We got some more Mario stuff coming, which adds more fuel to the fire of a possible Mario 35th anniversary direct happening or something like that. Alright, well that's everything I wanted to talk about in this video. What do you guys think about that potential F-Zero leak? It's crazy to me that we actually could really have an F-Zero leak happening here. It's something that's just been faked so many times or joked about because Nintendo has just done nothing with F-Zero for such a long time. It's crazy to think we might actually have some real evidence that something F-Zero could be happening soon. If you guys have any thoughts or comments about any of the stuff I talked about in this video, leave them below. So once again, thank you guys for all the subscribes, all the likes. It really helps out the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so, or like the video, or leave a comment, whatever you want. Until next time, have a good one.